That's number 3. These are some good points, man. I'm trying to tell you. Number 4 is ignoring the people, the naysayers, man. Ignoring the naysayers. You feel me? Especially if they're not centered in the Lord, because I mean, why would you go to somebody that's been playing tennis their whole life and try to have them teach you something about golf? You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect people to like to come at you with godly advice if they don't even know who Christ is. And they can say they do, but if they're not really truly glorifying his name like that, and if they're not of Christ, bro, you're gonna know. You just know, man. You know, and you don't gotta say too much about it. You know what I mean? You gonna know. It's gonna be up to you to not open yourself up, not open your ear gates up to really receive those type of things, man. The enemy can come in many different forms. And most of the time it ain't in a devil horn. It ain't a freaking bull horns on his head with a red suit or whatever. You know what I mean? Usually it's like exactly what you've always desired. But see, that's the thing about it, is we are led away by the desires of our heart, and that's when we're tempted. You know what I mean? He can't tempt us until we go off on our own. And that's the thing, man. You know, and it's usually, it can look like it's from God, but it's really just looks good. It ain't really from God. If it was from God, it would be a God thing, and you would know it, because there would be no red flags. You feel me? Like, because every time that I've ever did something, like every time that I've ever received something that I wanted, I always seen a red flag before I had to cut it out, or I always seen a red flag before whatever that situation was caused me pain, bro. Like every single time, and I always shut it off. You know what I mean? I always used to shut it off and just be like, "No, I'm tripping." When really I wasn't tripping, bro. And then afterwards, I'd be like, "Oh man, I knew that. I knew it." And then I'm like, if you knew it, why didn't you do it? You know? And it's just because I wasn't prepared. My standards were low. I'm talking like how I hold myself. I'm not talking about the people around me. I'm talking like what I allowed into my life, and how I allowed certain things to happen, certain relationships, with friendships, and just certain people, just the way I let people treat me, bro. Like, and then just put myself in situations to where I had to really just compromise so many times because I didn't have nowhere to go, you know. And that was like, it got me to the point where like I'm questioning, like, man, bro, like, am I really tripping? Am I crazy, bro? Like, but no, I'm not, because I knew in my spirit, in my heart, my spirit, bro, that I wasn't tripping, and that the Lord was really showing me these things, right? And I'm talking like whatever it is. I'll come in the room, bro, and he'd just be speaking to me like, not bad stuff, you know what I mean? But just like I could